Albuquerque, New Mexico, the land of enchantment, and today home to the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Dukes offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish this season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And the Dukes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. On the option, the pitch. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Wilson will throw. Swings it out to his running back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Sweet cut there. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody opened. No problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And the Utes are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Caught behind the line. It's Fuentes. And they swarm him under. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Wilson to pass. Pulls it in. It's Glover. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He wants to take the top off. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After misfiring, it's second down. Back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Caught near the sticks. It's Lawson. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the...
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wilson will throw. Flips it out on the screen. Spins away from the defense. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for space, it's Parker. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Hey, midfield, he's got room. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Looking to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll pitch it. Turning it on! And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Dukes will move the sticks.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job, hold the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short-yarded situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Slings it downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Here's a heat. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Keeps it on the draw. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Might as well stick with him. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Utes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wilson to pass. He'll get rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fuentes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. The Utes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Using the quick game. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wilson will throw. Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, thanks. You put these two programs together given the seasons they had, and we figured we might get a notable first half in this New Mexico Bowl. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Mexico Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning, and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wilson to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Parker. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Going to run it. It's Parker. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Let's go! Wilson will throw. Safe completion on the screen. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. So that drive covered 40 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Slithers into space. Way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Parker. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Can't hang on, it's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Chambers. Now adjusting. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle, it's Ellis. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Dukes! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line. They are threatening.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wilson to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
Quick strike complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Utes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Utes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They'll line up to go for 2.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Chambers. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Lawson. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in cover.
Going downfield for the big play. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be... You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing